Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope you will all be fine and just preparing for your exam. So I hope that you will all be just going through all the lectures we have been having in the past few days. So last time we did the kinds of pronouns and we did the practice pronouns, all the worksheets, different kinds of sentences, your MCQs from your past papers. So I hope that you have just gone through them all. So today the topic I have selected for you people is the cases of pronouns. It is again related to the pronouns and all the kinds of pronouns we have already done. So those who have gone through all those cases and all those kinds of pronouns, it will be easy for them just to understand the today's lecture. So today I have selected a very, very important topic for the students, which most of the students they simply ignore or they simply forego because they don't understand it very well. So it is again a part of your grammar, just MCQs paper. So for 9, 10, 11, 12, it is equally important. So this is the reason that I have selected it today. First of all, we come to the, just as you can see that we are going to start with the cases of pronouns. So what does it mean? The first case which we are going to discuss is the nominative case. When a pronoun is used as a subject, we said that pronoun is in the nominative case. So first of all, we have to understand that what is meant by nominative case. Nominative case means subjective case. Whenever a pronoun is coming in the place of a subject. So it is called a subject pronoun. So the other name of the subject pronoun, whenever you see that a pronoun is coming in the place of the subject, so it means that that pronoun is in the nominative case. Now, as we can see in the example, we learned that one of the dissolved substances in ocean water is salt. It means that if V is underlined in your MCQs, it is used over here as a subject pronoun. So it means that it is used in the nominative case. The next example is the guilty person is he who cannot look at an other in the eye. So if he is underlined in this sentence, it means that he is coming is in the nominative case because it has been used in this sentence as a subject pronoun. So all the subject pronouns, all the pronouns, when they are used in the subjective case, and the other name of the subjective case is nominative case, so it means that the sentence is in the nominative case. Then we come to the next category, and that is objective case. So, what do we mean by objective case? It is very much evident from the name of the category that it is related to the object. A pronoun is in the objective case when it is used as an object of a verb or an object of preposition. This is something very tricky, so we have to learn it, we have to understand it from the examples below. The first example is Dorothy invited me. Now, me is the objective case of I. This is what we discussed when we were doing the kinds of pronouns, and I told you about the personal pronouns. I told you about the first person pronouns, second person pronouns, and third person pronouns. So, if you talk about I, this is the nominative case, and the objective case of I is me. So it means that in this sentence, me is acting in the objective case. The equidators gave us their comments. If in this sentence, us is underlined, us is the objective case of we. Right? I told you people that the plural nominative case is we and the objective case of we is us. So us is acting as an object over here. So it means that whenever a pronoun will be acting in the objective case, it will be called an objective pronoun. So us is in the objective case in this example. Then we come to the next example. Jesse went with them. So them is the objective case of they. Whenever we talk about they, this is a third person pronoun, and the objective case of they is them. So if them is underlined over here, it means that the examiner wants to know, just wants to make you know that them is in the objective case. So if them is underlined, it will be an objective case. Give the envelope to him. In this example, if him is underlined, it is the objective case of the preposition. It is the object of the preposition, which is to over here. Sometimes in some sentences, like in the first sentence, the object was the object of the verb, which is work. And in the last example, him is acting as an object over here, and it is the object of the preposition. And this is what we learned over here in the definition. So this is what you have to keep in mind, that whenever a pronoun will be acting as an object in a sentence, it will be called just in the objective case. And the other name, one more name is there for the objective case, and that is accusative case. So this is what I told you just before as well, that we should know all the terminologies, we should know all the names which can be used over there by the examiner. Sometimes you can use accusative case, and sometimes you can use objective case, because we know both the names now. So it is not going to be difficult for us just to understand that what is meant by accusative case. Both are the same. Objective case or accusative case, they both are the same. Whenever a pronoun will be there as an object, it will be called in accusative case or objective case. Then we come to the next category, and that is possessive case. A pronoun that shows ownership is in the possessive case. It means that a possessive case shows ownership or it shows possession. And the other name of the possessive case is the genitive case. It also denotes ownership. So it means that now we know that the other name of the possessive case is the genitive case. Both of these terminologies, they can be used by the examiner in the exam. So they show position. Whenever a noun is used in the sentence, just to show the position, it means that it is in the genitive case or in the possessive case. Like in the examples, this book is mine. Mine. In mine, suppose is underlined, or it is not always the case that the pronouns will be underlined over there. So it means that this is something understood, that it is just written over there in the genitive case. Jonah is a friend of ours. Ours is acting as a genitive case. Is that bag like kite yours or his? Yours and his are the pronouns which are in the just possessive or genitive case. So I think this is quite understood just for you people, that what is the difference between just how would you differentiate a possessive case, and the possessive case has another name which is the genitive case. Now the next case is a little tricky. So this is called vocative case. Vocative word comes from vocal, and vocal means to call somebody, right? So a noun or a pronoun is said to be in vocative case if it is used to call a person. Suppose when you will read the sentence, you will automatically just know that you are calling somebody in order to draw the attention of that person towards something, right? So suppose in the first example, Mr. Bill, students are waiting. It means that you are calling Mr. Bill from somewhere. Mr. Bill, students are waiting. So it means that Mr. Bill is in vocative case. It means you are using this word Mr. Bill just to call somebody. You there, stand up. It means that you is in the vocative case. So the intonation of the sentence is telling us that all these words, they are simply used over there in a sentence just to call somebody, just to draw the attention of somebody. So whenever the word, the noun or a pronoun will be used in a sentence, to call someone, it means that the sentence would be there in the vocative case. Then we come to the just last case, and which is the dative case. After discussing the dative case, we are going to discuss this just chart of the pronoun, which is simply very, very important for you people. Go through this chart as many times as possible. So it will be easy for you people just to know the difference between nominative, objective, and possessive case of different kinds of personal pronouns. Fine. If you know about this chart, if you understand this chart, it is going to be helpful for you people in your direct, indirect speech, and so many other ways you can just use them without any mistake or hesitation. So the last case, which is important over here, this is dative case. So what is a dative case? This is something new for you people. Most of the time, students don't know about it, and they don't know how to just differentiate it, how to locate it, how to just identify it. So we are going to understand it with the help of these examples. Now I read out the first example. He gave an assignment to me. Now, guys, just go through the sentence and just see that how many objects are there in the sentence. Sometimes we have more than one object in a sentence. So now we have to understand that why do we have more than one object in a sentence, and how would we differentiate between these two objects? What are their names and what is their function in the sentence? I read out the first example. He gave an assignment to me. So he gave what? What is going to be answered by the word that is assignment. He gave an assignment to me. He gave what? An assignment to whom? To me. So it means that the object which will answer what will be a direct object, and the object which will answer whom will be called indirect object. Fine. So why do we say it? Because assignment is receiving the direct action of the subject, which is he, and me is that person for whom the action of the subject is done. This is the main difference. Fine. So verb is gave, direct object is assignment, and indirect object in the dative case me. So whenever you see that you have a sentence where you have two objects, one is indirect object and the other is direct object, so it means that you have to encircle the option with the dative case. The sentence with two objects with one direct object and the other object will be in the dative case. I hope you have understood it. Let's have another example. He wrote the letter for her. He wrote what? The letter. For whom? Her. So letter is the direct object because it is answering what, and her is the indirect object because it is answering whom. Verb is wrote, direct object is the letter, and indirect object in the dative case is her. So this is what we have decided. Now we have understood that how would we identify a dative case whenever we will have a sentence with two objects. One will be direct object and the other will be indirect object. So that sentence would be there in the dative case. Now we come to this chart, which is about the cases of pronouns, a very, very important chart. When we did the kinds of pronouns, I told you about the personal pronouns, first person, second person, and third person pronouns. And today we are going to see the cases of the pronouns one by one. So first of all, I just select the first person pronoun. As you can see on the screen, nominative case of the first person pronoun in the case of singular, this is I, and plural, this is we. Objective pronouns, the first person objective pronoun is in the case of singular is me and plural is us. So it means that I is a subjective case and the objective case of I will be me and the possessive case of I will be my and mine. Similarly, the subjective case is we, and the objective case of we is us, and the possessive case of we is our and ours. This is how we have to understand it. Now we come to the second person. I told you people that the singular and plural second person pronouns, they are the same. There is no difference at all. Whether you have to talk about one person, you will use you. Whether you have to talk about more than one person or about so many people, again you will use you. So nominative case is you, and the objective case of you is again you, and the possessive case of you is your or yours. And same is the case over there in the case of plural second person pronoun. Then we come to the third person pronoun. Very, very important it is. So in the case of singular, we use he, she, it, and the objective pronoun of he is him, the objective pronoun of she is her, and the objective pronoun of it is it. Now we come to the possessive case. The possessive case of he is his, and the possessive case of she is hers, and the possessive case of she is hers, and the possessive case of it is it. Then we come to the plural third person pronoun. The subjective case is they, and the objective case of they is them, and the possessive case of they is their or theirs. So I hope that now they are quite understood to you. Go through this all these kinds of, or the cases of pronouns as many times as possible. And with the help of comparison, your idea regarding all these cases of pronouns is going to be more clear. Then we come to the practice sentences, the most important part of the whole lecture. I always put more and more stress and emphasis over this part of the lecture, because until and unless you practice things, you are not able just to identify just the concepts over there in your exam. So in the first sentence, the painter paints the picture. So painter is in the nominative case because it is acting as a subject over here. The vendors sell mangoes. Mangoes are in accusative case or in objective case because they are acting as objects over here. He brought me a letter. In this sentence, we have two just objects, me and letter. Letter is direct object and me is indirect object. So it means that the sentence is in the dative case. John's sister has been hospitalized. It means John's sister is showing that a sense of possession is there. This apostrophe S or this sign of possession is telling us that we are showing just a possession. So it means that this is possessive case. Chairman, all the letters have been posted. It means that you are calling or you are telling the chairman that all the letters have been posted. So chairman is in the vocative case. I'm buying vegetables. I is in the nominative case because it is coming as a subject pronoun. I met your sister. Sister is coming in the place of the object. So it is in the accusative case or objective case. It is our idea. So our is coming in the place of it is simply there just to show the position. So our is would be there in the case of possessive just case. So this is something all about the cases of the pronouns. So you can have your own examples as well. In order to practice them more and more, you can go through these definitions and examples as many times as possible. And I hope, inshallah ta'ala, that you will be able to understand all these concepts very well. Because these are very just minute concepts, but and most of the students they simply overlook them, they simply ignore them. So I want you people, the students who really want to get just 20 out of 20 or 15 out of 15 in their MCQs, so they would definitely put their full attention just to comprehend all these concepts. Next time, inshallah ta'ala, in the next lecture, we are going to start with the next part of speech that will be adjectives. and quite in detail, we are going to learn about the adjectives. Apart from adjectives, we are also going to learn about the orders of adjectives. So please get yourself prepared with all the previous concepts we have already discussed. So it will be easy for you people just to understand the next concept. As all the lectures, they are interlinked to one another. So go through the previous lectures and then come for the next. Okay, students, Allah Hafiz from my side. May Allah bless you and keep you in His kind care.